All right, so we're recording, and for this week, we're talking about sponsoring and sharing the opportunity. So, sponsoring is not a requirement of this business. I know other companies, like you're required to to recruit people or to sign them up or to have them be like a loyal customer or have them like participate in some sort of membership fee or whatever. Like they call it all sorts of different things, but it essentially comes out to being like, oh, you're paying a fee to promote this product. And that's not required for Pure Romance. You can completely run your business and be successful without recruiting, without sponsoring, without sharing the opportunity. But you will make more money if you do. And it's going to be more like long-term wealth. Because when you have built a team and you know that you have all the bonuses that come with it, like the lifestyle bonus, you get a lifestyle bonus. And that's, gets higher the higher you go. But at a senior consultant, which is just you and three other girls, with me plus three, you get an extra $100 in cash every single month. That's $100, like just free money. Here you go. Like, doesn't matter if your team sells anything or if they do nothing, that's still free money that you're going to be getting. And that just goes up. The next level is 300. The next level is 500. The next level after that is 1,000. And I think the top level is 3,000. And that's just extra free money for doing the exact same amount of work. So, and that's long term. That's always coming in. It's something you can always count on. As long as you're hitting your minimums. So it's not a requirement. You can be successful without it, but you will be more successful if you do, share the opportunity. It's going to build that long lasting residual income. So I kind of wanted to go over a little bit of the different levels and like the different buying discounts. And of course I don't have the thing up. Let me pull that up really quick.
Okay, it's Monday.
Yeah, I know. It is definitely a Monday. I have been feeling that all day. Have you had a chance to kind of look at the different levels and kind of see and like make yourself familiar with what they are at all?
I looked a little, but it was a while ago, so I'm still not that comfortable with like the different levels. Like you can't be like, oh, this is this and this, and I would be like, all right, I'd be like, okay.
Right.
It's like you're talking cars.
Right. Okay. So let me pull up the chart. Here it is. Where does it come? Okay. All right. So I'm going to share my screen so you can see here. Oh, where's my share screen button? Okay. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. So this chart is located in your IRG, your Incentive Requirements Guide, which is your business Bible, and you should be reading a little bit of it every single day just to familiarize yourself with it, and even like peek at it like every 6 months just so you can remember, like refresh like what all is what. This has all the do's and don'ts of your business, the cans, the can'ts. It explains the contest, like everything. So, but this chart is right here also in the IRG. It's on page 23, and it breaks down the different levels. So we have the consultant levels at the top, and the different, it's like here's your buying discount, which is this is your profit, this is the commission, this is what you make on everything you sell, but it's also your discount. So if you wanted to shop just for yourself, this is the discount that you would get. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And then the next 4 boxes here, right? These ones here. This is your override. So this is the percentage that you make on whatever your team sells. So this is just extra free money. Corporate's going to send it to you in a check. You don't have to do anything extra than what you're already doing. They're just going to be like, here's some free money. Okay. And then the monthly lifestyle bonus. That's this one here. Okay. And so this is what I was talking about, that extra bonus cash that's regardless of what your team sells. So if you have, 3 girls on your team or even 1 girl on your team, and she's just placing her minimum, she's just doing $200 every other month, that's all she wants to do. In the months that she's not selling anything or buying anything for herself, you're not making any percentage off of her. So corporate was like, but you're still sponsoring, you're still building your business, you're still offering the opportunity, you should be rewarded for that. So they give you this monthly lifestyle bonus. And so this is just extra cash. Your team doesn't have to do anything. It's just you to reward you for being a badass business owner. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So so these are the different ones, and it goes up to 1,000. So I misspoke before. So it's 100, 300, 400, 500, 600, and then 1,000 at the very top. And that's guaranteed income just for doing the same thing that you're already doing, going out, having parties, offering the opportunity, you know, and just doing that. So what it essentially, you know, worked out to be, you know, because as you're in business longer, like your skill goes up, obviously. So maybe as a brand new consultant, your party sales are only, you know, like $300 or only $400, you know, but as you continue to grow your business, you're going to start having $800 parties and $1,000 parties and $2,000 parties. So this basically ends up being an extra party every single month, an extra party's worth of profit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just extra cash. You didn't have to work any harder for it. They're just giving you money. Okay. So you can see how when you're offering the opportunity and you're building that team, it's going to help you start building that residual income, that long-term income. That's a little bit that, you know, you can rely on that, you know, as long as you're doing, you know, as long as you're working your business. So all the way at the bottom, we have, oh, yeah, here we go. This is the one I was looking for. So this is how many girls you need to have in your first downline, and then as you continue to promote, it shows you how many you need to have in your second. But you don't need to worry about that until you're at least a director. So as a brand new consultant, all you need to worry about is this 3, right? It's me plus 3. It's, you know, just offering the opportunity to every single person and saying, you know, hey, you know, do you think you could is this something you think you could have fun doing and making a little money at? Okay. But it's me plus 3, and boom, corporate's going to give you $100 every single month on top of the profit that you make from your parties, on top of the free product that you're earning every single month. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So, and then, you know, if you have 3 girls on your team, you know, say they're all doing $200 a month, say they're just going to do the bare minimum, you're also going to earn 2.5% of that. So I don't know, let's see. So 3 times, let's see, I'm going to do math here. Okay, so that's $600 in sales, right? So it's $15. That's $15 that you didn't have before, plus the 100. So whoops, whatever. It's $115 in bonus cash that corporate's giving you every single month on top of your profit. And say you're just doing the bare minimum too, right? Your bare minimum would just be $1,500 in sales, and say you're at 40% buying discount. 600 plus 115. It's $715 a month that you're making just from doing the bare minimum. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and then I mean, there's more stuff. I don't want to like go into all of it because it's not all like really relevant right now, but I would definitely encourage you to take a look at it. Like shoot for the stars, like plan out your business. Like how do you want to grow as a business owner? How do you want to grow as a team leader? What do you want your finances to look like? What do you want your income to look like as you build your business? You know, you don't have to build a team to be profitable and to be successful, but you know, when you're making, you know, like $3,000 a month in profit from your party, plus $1,000 lifestyle bonus, plus, you know, like 8% on everything your team sells at the very top, that's a lot of money. This is how Dana Barish makes 6 figures, or no, she makes 5 figures a month. So that's, you know, like $75,000 a month is what she makes. And that's just her override. That's not her sales. That's just what she gets from corporate as a bonus check from her team. Like, can you imagine making $75,000 a month? Like, can you just like picture that? Like, what does that look like? Right? Like, it almost hurts your head a little bit to think about it.
Like, what do you do with that?
Oh, yeah. Well, you invest it very wisely, and give back to the community, or whatever. You do what you want with it, but but yeah, and you get to be there by offering the opportunity and by sponsoring. Okay, so that's why, you know, that's why we talk about it That's why, I like to train on it and let new girls especially know, right? And being new, I feel like is the best time to start offering the opportunity. Because a lot of times girls come in and they're brand new and they're like, I don't want to offer the opportunity. I'm too nervous. I don't know enough. Like, I'm still learning. I don't feel like I know how to do it. I don't feel like my party skills are where they should be. I don't feel like, I have leadership skills. But like all of that's coachable. That's trainable. That's all something that you will develop as you continue to grow in your business. You might not have it right now, but you will if you keep at it. Does that make sense? So being brand new and learning it and figuring it out, like when you're offering the opportunity to brand to other girls, it's like, we can figure this out together. And then it becomes like something, an adventure you're going on together, not something that you're in it alone, like brand new, feeling alone, even though you're not, because you have all these other new girls who are, doing this too. But when you're building your team, just starting out, like you really are, like you're taking them along on this ride with you, and you guys are figuring it out together. Does that make sense? So, so really the focus is not ultimately on signing as many women as possible. When you're brand new, it's about just offering them the chance to change their lives. You're not making the decision for them. And that tends to be also what like girls like holds people back. They're like, I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to, but you're not being pushy. You're not forcing them to do anything. You're just giving them a choice. You're just saying, hey, look, here's this opportunity. Is this something you're interested in? Are you interested in having fun at your job? Are you interested in making a little extra money? Are you interested in getting products at a discount? Whatever it is, you're simply offering them the opportunity and offering it to every single person. And, they can choose yes or no. If they say yes, awesome, great, help them get started. If no, okay, that's cool. I'll move on to the next person. So that requires no skill. It requires zero skill to say, hey, is this something you're interested in? Right? Like even brand new, you could say, hey, does this sound cool? Yes or no? Yes? Awesome. Cool. Let's figure it out together. No, that's cool. Find somebody else.
It's okay.
Right. Exactly. That one of the things that we learned at, well, I mean, I've heard it before, but they kind of brought it up again at the All In tour is, I'm going to do it wrong, but it's basically some will, some won't. Who cares who's next? Right? Like your waitress at, Olive Garden or wherever, when she's like, oh, do you want like, I don't know, do you want a salad with that? Or you're like, no, like she doesn't cry because you didn't add a salad onto your entree. She's just offering you this opportunity to eat a salad, and you can say yes or no. And it's the same thing with our business. You're just offering them the opportunity, to shop at a discount, to change their lives, to have fun at their job, to do something for their family, whatever. They can say yes or no. If they say yes, great. If they say no, that's cool too. But it's never personal, and that's what we have to keep in mind. If they say no, they're not saying no to you. They're not saying, oh, like you're a bad consultant or you're not a good person. They're just saying they're just not interested in what you have to offer, and that's okay. So, and then also, being new, like don't let being new hold you back, because we have the whole team to train your girls. So if you're like, I don't know what to train them on, like all the stuff that I do as a team leader, like you don't have to do that starting off. You don't have to have like a boot camp. Like I will put your girls in our boot camp and I will train them for you. Summer Rain will train them for you. The rest of the leading ladies and the rest of the tribe will train them for you. Like that's why we have a team. So if you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I think you should join my team, here, Andrea will train you, Summer Rain will train you, whoever, like that's fine. I do not mind training your girls. So we have the whole team where we all work together and we all help each other out. Yeah, so I already talked about a little bit, like it's not about you. Oh, and when somebody does show interest, do not bombard them with information, which I know is going to be like the hardest thing in the world. I still struggle with it. When somebody's like, oh yeah, like I've been thinking about doing this, you're going to want to be like, oh my God, like this is so exciting. Well, Pure Romance has been around since this year, and it's Patty Brisbane and all the products and the discounts and the override and the trips, and you can go to these trainings and Chris Chickenelli, and we're going to Paris, and like, right? And she's going to be like, whoa, that's too much, right? Like it's just too much. So when you get that urge to like tell her all the things because you're super excited,
like hold the pen.
You like count to 10, And then you ask her, okay, what's got you interested in the business? Because when she's interested in the business, she's interested for her. She does not care about you, right? And that's not being mean. It's just it's
the truth.
That's what it is, right? I mean, she's going to join your team because she has a connection with you, but ultimately she's joining she's starting the business because it's going to help her in some way. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So when she shows interest, when somebody shows interest, take a step back and listen. Sponsoring is all about listening. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you should listen twice as much as you talk, right? That's how that saying goes. So, but yeah, so ask her, what is she interested in the business? Like what exactly about the business is calling to her? Ask her what she would be looking to get out of it. Is she looking to make more money? Is she looking to just have a really cool sisterhood of amazing ladies? Is she looking to, spice up her relationship, and get products at a discount, to help her relationship? Just ask those questions and find out what it is that she wants. Because once you know what is drawing her to the business, then you're going to be able to help show her how Pure Romance can fill those needs. And then also let her ask you questions too. So ask her what she's interested in, why she's interested in the business. And then once she's asked you, or once she's told you everything she's looking for, then you ask her, like, what questions do you have for me? And don't let her questions, freak you out. Like, if you're like, I don't even know how to answer these questions. What if she asks me something I don't know the answer to? That's why we have the team, right? So if there's ever a question you don't know the answer to and you have a recruit lead that's asking you, reach out to me, reach out to the rest of the team, post it in the Leading Ladies, post it in the tribe.
That's what's like, there's the Leading Ladies.
Huh?
There's the Leading Ladies group.
Yeah. I mean, always, feel free to ask somebody, if you're like, I don't know the answer, but I'm going to find out. And then also the Incentive Requirements Guide, the IRG. This is also why it's super important for you to read it, to know it, to understand it front to back, like read a little bit every single day, because the more the foundation of our business, because that's what that is. It's our business Bible. It has all the cans, it tells you how to make money. But once you have that information, when people ask you questions, you're going to already know the answers. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So when you understand all that, like, you're going to have more confidence, and it's going to be so much easier to offer the opportunity, because you're not going to be afraid of whatever questions she's going to ask, because you're going to know. You're already going to know the answer. You're going to have the answer to anything she could possibly want to know. And then for anything you don't know, that's why you have the rest of the team, and you have me, and you have the tribe and Summer Rain. But yes, that's what we're here for. So. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for just, like, sponsoring 101. And we kind of go into other sponsoring stuff in other weeks, but just offer the opportunity to everybody. Like, don't prejudge anyone. You never know, like, who's just been waiting to be asked. And, I always remind people, nobody ever asked me. I've been in business for over 4 years. Not a single person ever asked me if I wanted to join their team. I don't know why. I guess they didn't think I would make it, or I don't know. But don't be that person who, like, you don't ask her, especially if you're asking all of her friends, and then you're like, I don't think she would be good. I'm not going to ask her. She's going to know you didn't ask her, and you asked all of her friends, and she's going to be like, what? Do you not think I can do this? And then she's going to sign up under me.
After parties.
Right. And then she's going to sign up under me, and she's going to, like, be a rock star, and I'm going to earn all that commission off of her sales. So, yeah. So ask everybody. And there's even a sign on the COO, and it's that it's on, I think it's just called, like, the shopping room sign. If you do a search, the PDF, you can print it off, and it says, if I don't ask you these 3 questions, like, your order tonight is free, or you get a free toy, or something. And the 3 questions are, do you want to book a party? Have you thought about joining my team? And do you know anybody who, like, would want to? Do you have a referral or something like that? And you can make your own as well. If you don't like those questions, you can, like, make your own. And you'll make sure you ask those 3 questions to everybody that comes in the shopping room, because that one time you don't, it'll be the most expensive mistake that you make, because she'll know. She'll be like, excuse me, you did not ask me these questions. I would like my free product. So
Like, and
exactly. So, and Stacy Bruckheimer, what she does is she tells everybody, like, she's like, even if you don't plan to shop, come on into the shopping room to say goodbye to me, because I want to make sure, I want to make sure that I say goodbye to you, because if I don't say goodbye, then I have to give you something for free. And so they're going to come in, and talk to her and hope she doesn't say, ask the 3 questions, but she always says. So even if they're not shopping, she can still, offer them the opportunity and offer them a party and all of that. So, yeah, do you have any questions about any of that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, pretty straightforward stuff, right?
Yeah.
So a couple of key phrases that you can keep in mind to use. A really good stock one to just have in your back pocket. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Right, that's pretty easy. But I learned a new one at the All In tour, and I really liked it. It was, do you think you could have fun making money doing this? Right? Like, how? Like, what? Yes, I could have fun making money doing this. Of course. Like, no, I'm not going to have fun playing with, Pure Romance products all day, every day, and making money. But yeah, that's a really fun phrasing. I learned that one. Another one, what interests you about the opportunity? It's a good question to ask. And then, how much money would you like to make with Pure Romance? Because also, like, once you know what she's hoping to make from it, like, if money is her thing, you can kind of, you can help her see, like, how many parties, she would have to do to reach that goal. And most women, when they, like, when I ask them how much money they want to make, and they're like, oh, like $500, $1,000, I'm like, it's like 4 parties. It's like 5 parties. Can you commit to 4 nights out of an entire month? Can you work 4 nights a month if it's going to make you $1,000 a month? And most of the time people say yes. And if they say no, that's okay. Like, that's problem solving. We can all work together. I can help you work with them with that. But yeah, so the resources for this one, IRG, so make sure you flip through that. On the COO, you're going to want to look under training and building your team, and all the information under the building your team tab is gold. It's pure gold. And then you want to make sure you have printed out like I would say like 3 to 5 just at any given time, and carry them with you everywhere, is the PRCEF. That stands for the Pure Romance Consultant Enrollment Form. So if you just do a search on the COO, PRCEF, it's going to pop up, print that off. That's basically, how like when you go to sign up on the site and it has like your name and phone number, shipping address, social, all of that. It's just a paper version of that. So that's just good to have with you at parties. If somebody's like, yeah, I'm like ready to sign up, or, I want to sign up, but I don't get paid until whatever date. So you have her fill that out. You put the date that you're going to charge her card. Her card information is on there. And then when payday hits, boom, you process her. She's added to the team. Easy peasy. And then it's also really good for some of the kit sales, because they don't normally tell us when we're going to have a kit sale or what the kit sale is going to be. But for certain contests and things, they'll give us like a week like notice of like, hey, the kits are going to drop down to this awesome price. So if you have girls that have been waiting for like a really good kit sale, or just super like strapped for cash but really want to join your team, and so this price does it for them, you can tell them privately, one-on-one, like, hey, the kits are going to be on sale. Let me get your information. And I say, like, I'm going to reserve a kit for you. I just need your information. So that way, once the kit sale hits, you can process it through, because those kinds of sales, like, everybody tries to sign up and the site gets really slow, and people are strange. They think that's a sign and they get scared and they're like, oh, I guess I'm not supposed to do this, and then they back out. But if you do it for them, then they don't have any excuse, right? It was easy for them, and you can just go in and do all the hard stuff and fight with the site when it gets crazy. So that's the PRCEF, and just make sure you have a couple of those printed off and with you for parties, and even just like out and about. Like, I know Kelly Alice Neal, she's cuckoo bananas, and she will sign people up like at a restaurant, like at the airport. She signed a girl, she never met her before. She's at the airport, she's like the lady at the bar or something, and she's like, oh, you've been wanting to do this, I got a PRCEF, boom, let's sign you up. Signed her up at the airport. Like, You know, so you just never know where you're going to meet your next team member. So your assignment for this week, you ready for this? Super easy. It's super easy. It might step you out of your comfort zone just a little bit, but that's okay because that's where the growing happens. All you have to do is ask 10 women if you just offer the opportunity to 10 women. That's it. Just ask 10 women if they've ever thought about joining your team. Right, and this goes really well with the whole money train, right? The money train assignment we did, because for the girls who say yes, if they're not ready to join right away, you know where to put them in your money train group. So it's super, like it's all builds on each other. But that's it. So, and then, you know, once you've offered it to 10 women, just post in the group, in the Taking the Lead group, that you did it. Super easy. Right? And if you have questions, if you're like, you have a girl who's like, yes, I'm ready to do it right now, and you're like, I don't know what to do, you know, just reach out. I'll help you. So, oh, and if you ever want to do like a 3-way call, like invite her onto Zoom, and the 3 of us can chat on Zoom. So when she's asking her questions, like I can be here with you, you can answer them, I can answer them. But yeah, if you just need, like, if you want me to help you sign up your girls, that's totally fine. I also don't mind, because I want you to be successful and have a humongous team and make tons of money and help other women to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So do you have any questions about any of that information?
No, but I have exciting news.
Oh, tell me your exciting news.
I'm not going to be cleaning next year.
Yay!
I'm actually this week giving Liz my 2-week notice.
Oh. So you'll have your other job and then just pure romance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, and maybe next year, if you want, like if it's your goal, maybe next year you'll be completely full-time with pure romance.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, make it happen.
To eventually be.
Huh?
I said it's a plan to eventually be full time. I mean,
Yeah.
I love the daycare job, just not the snot all the time.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know, working with kids. I do remember those days of working with kids. So, but all right. Well, I'm gonna take this off record real quick.